Hey everyone, and welcome to the 5th episode of Mr.Beer Reviews, where we review craft beer, home brews, commercial beer, anything that has alcohol in it, is what we decided last time. We review the fun stuff on here. I'll give you our thoughts, what we think about it, and some of these beers we have homebrew clones of, which is pretty cool. I'm joined by Zach, customer service and brewmaster, and Matt, who does all of our graphic design for us, is also an extravagant home brewer and beer drinker, which is why he's here. And I will be the designated driver for today's show to keep these two hooligans in line as we cruise along here. If you guys have any suggestions of anything you want to see us try, just comment on the videos and we'll see if we can get them. We know beer is very regional sometimes, so they're hard to get. For this one, we try to get new beers that at least are new to us here. Some are breweries that are known nationwide, some are kind of local breweries here. So today we have the Italian Pils from Tombstone Brewing Company, which is like an hour and a half south of Tucson here in Arizona. Probably one of the most popular breweries as of late in the state, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
The Pina du Nord from Surly and Pinthouse Pizza Brewing Company.
Collab.
Yes, a collab, awesome. All the Hops Tripple IPA from Tombstone, because you can't have enough hops apparently. And then the barrel-aged Narwhal from Seria, Nevada, which I think everyone knows pretty well. And it's the Imperial one, so it's going to get pretty wild there. So, Zach, I'll give you the honors. We'll start with the Italian Pils, which I thought would be interesting because I've gone to like Italian restaurants and Italian beer. Yeah, it's never very good. I mean, you get like it's not a Peroni, is it?
Peroni.
Yeah, that's the beer everyone knows. It's the Peroni. So this one is 5.4% ABV. And this is their description to help you guys out. So this interpretation uses Italian Eraser Pilsner, E-R-A, or Rackler, is that how you say that?
Sure.
I don't know how to say that. Pilsner malt and is hop bursted and dry hopped. What is hop bursted? Do you know what that is?
I don't
either. I didn't Google it before.
It's kind of a hop back thing that they throw it in and then they push CO2 in somehow and it keeps everything together, but yet it extracts all the yummy hop juiciness. Aromas and juice in it.
Yeah, because there's a little bit of juice coming through with your typical Pils flavors. It's definitely a pretty standard Pilsner, but it's delicious.
Yeah, so they said they used Streisel Spot and Barb Rogue hops.
Bless you, Homebrew.
Thank you. So it's a spicy floral character with notes of citrus and red berries. It is very clear.
It is like stunningly clear.
That is a crazy looking beer. Looks like water.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think it's true to style though.
Yeah, it's
SRM.
extraordinarily crushable too. I mean, it's super easy to drink.
Yeah. Clean, crisp, bready.
Yeah.
Crackery.
All the things you're looking for.
And dry, finishing dry, which
is the crushable part. Yeah, you can just keep throwing them back.
So if you could remember the last time you had a Peroni, how close is it to that?
It's got the same body to me, to be honest. Maybe a little heavier. This is a lot juicier.
Yeah.
Getting a way more hop citrusiness from this, and berryness, and the hops come through much more on this smaller batch local brew style, I think.
Yeah,
Peroni's a big beer, so they brew a lot at one time, so it makes sense that the idiosyncrasies would come through in these smaller batches.
For sure. It's kind of like they took the time to highlight the individual ingredients so that you got more of the flavor. Yeah. It's sort of like what one of those beers would be if you condensed it.
Right.
So it's a little stronger, has a little more chutzpah.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. All right, so it seemed like that was a good beer that you guys enjoyed that.
And actually, I've never had a beer with Barbe Rouge hops. I've heard of the hop.
Yeah.
So this is kind of neat to try the hop in a nice clean beer.
Yeah.
Because the hops come through.
Not too bad. Not too shabby for a Pils. I mean, it's not my favorite.
It's as a challenging beer to brew, they did a fantastic job.
Yeah, Pils are hard to brew, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so we have Pina du Nord from Surly, and I think it's Pinthouse Pizza Brewing. So this hazy IPA carries a tropical boat drink vibe, so you can drink it. We're still in summertime here, so it'll probably fit in well. So the use of pineapple, key lime, and heavy doses of citrus hops is brewed with oat milk from the people at Moitus Brewing in Minneapolis, along with flaked oats and unmalted wheat. You should expect a rounded smoothness and just a touch of tiki-inspired swagger. So if anyone wants to get out,
And strut their stuff
after you have this one, that's more than welcome to. It's 8.2% ABV. It's an English ale yeast. They use Warrior Citra, and then they dry hop Sabro. Malts are two-row, Vienna, Cariform, unmalted wheat, acidulated malt, and flaked oats.
Nice.
A whole lot of stuff in there. Just like a tiki torch. It's more than meets the eye.
That's got a distinct lime.
Yeah.
That is acidic.
I think I saw three faces at once that had weird reactions to drinking that thing.
And it's not sour as much, but it is acidic.
Yeah.
And that first sip obviously is going to be the harshest, but
That key lime is just
it pops.
dominates.
Big time.
Yeah.
Pineapple and key lime just on the palate and the nose.
Yeah.
Big time.
You definitely get a lot of the aroma factor, but it's just drowned out, at least on that first sip.
So out of that or the Pilsner, what do you think?
Well, Pilsner's a crusher. I would go with the Pilsner. This is a sipper, and this is like I would drink half of it and be happy with it.
I mean, would you buy this beer if you knowing what you know about it now compared to other IPAs that are out there?
Well, it is an IPA?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's a sour IPA, so it's like the new crop.
I mean,
It doesn't
Tiki
say
sour.
that. Oh, it does say tart. So
yeah.
Looks like you guys are drinking some fun stuff over here, huh?
It's Jackson.
hey,
So we got a visit from Jackson, our warehouse manager here in Tucson.
Hello, everybody.
What you drinking, Jackson?
I've got one of our experimental types here. We got this in R&D right now, our ESB, and
What do you think?
it's pretty tasty.
Yeah.
I think it's going to condition really well. It's definitely got an extra bit of a hop backbone.
Yeah.
Great malt forward beer. Very
Nice.
tasty. Yeah, I'm loving it.
You might-
Just want to check out what you guys got going on here.
Thanks for stopping by,
beers.
Jackson.
All right.
Thanks for stopping by. You might find that recipe on our website here very, very shortly. Inspired by Jackson's appearance on the show.
yeah.
Yeah, so would you buy it? Is the question.
I would. I do appreciate a good tart ale in the middle of a summer when it's
Yeah.
hot out. So yes, I would buy it, but I would buy a single can. I
Yeah.
would not buy a 4-pack of this or
No?
whatever 6-pack.
This would be something you want to share with other beer geeks
Yeah.
that are
Yes.
into this kind of style,
That's
and you
exactly.
know that they like the tart and the whatnot. It's a good beer, but yeah, I wouldn't be able to sit down with a can of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like that they've used oat milk because it smooths it out a
Well,
lot.
you've used that in one of your.
I have. I've
brews
used
here.
oat milk in
With great results.
Yeah.
in just a big IPA. I think it was like a triple IPA, and I just like I use a lot of oats within the grist, but I also use oat milk on top of that. So it was like it just smooths it out.
Yeah.
It's not as harsh on the palate. The hops aren't as harsh on the palate with the oat milk and the oats. So it's a good balancing.
Yeah.
Not too shabby. Just, everyone's face was very interesting to watch that one.
Well, you expect something
First-
almost cloying and sweet, and
Yeah.
it's very much not that.
Right.
That's funny. All right, so now we have all the Hops Triple IPA from Tombstone. So they make 3 renditions for this. They do the triple, the double, and the single IPA. I know we've tasted them all before. It's like a seasonal release for them. Each year it's a little different hops. They just said this hazy, juicy triple IPA is the strongest hoppy beer we've ever made. Expect intense, peachy, tropical, and citrus aromas and flavors, and it's a 10% ABV beer. I mean, they make big old IPAs.
Yes, they do.
They make very good beer.
They make very good. Very good.
So we should maybe we'll do a tasting because they release those things all the time. We'll do one next time where if you can tell a difference between the regular, the double, and the triple. I know we've tried it before in the office, but I feel like it's very minute differences between the two. If I remember, I think it was just more
depends
of
on
like
the series.
like the body. Yeah, they do.
Because it's they kind of go with a light, more crushable style for the single, and like a balance in the middle for the double, and then it's usually just a monster on
For the
the other
triple.
end. So there's depending on where you end up on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the triple. You definitely see the difference from the IPA to the triple.
Yeah.
The triple being a little more stringent because of the amount of hops used.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
the ABV obviously creeps up when you after about a quarter of the can when you get into it.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
This does not taste like 10%.
It does not. It tastes like just a normal IPA.
I would say
6.5%.
6.5.
You know, a
Yeah.
little beer you just crush.
This would be one of those ones that's dangerous because you could just throw it back.
It's spot on style. I mean, Tombstone does their hazies right.
Yeah.
They filter them well because that's what all the hops they use. It's you gotta have a nice filtration system. But yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
Tastes spot on
Yeah.
to a Tombstone. When was this?
Yeah. I think they're all very recently canned.
Yeah. No, it's
Maybe all
a
new
fabulous
beers. I
beer.
think it came out like 2 weeks ago. I want to say, I mean, relatively new. I think it's been like a week and a
Yeah.
half since we're doing a video. So
Yeah.
new to us and new to the Hop Shop, which is our local bottling shop.
Does it say the hops they used?
No, they didn't. They just said that it's from their that when they went up and harvested it on their own, like in 2018 when they first did it.
Okay.
Now they use whatever blends they've
Right.
formulated for the freshest hops that they hand select and
Yeah,
stuff like
because
that.
it's pillowy soft. It's
Yeah.
super smooth.
And the aroma,
creamy.
I can smell it from here.
Yeah.
I'm not even by the beer.
It's good. It's really good. It's got a good bitterness, but it's not like the astringent. It doesn't
Yeah.
bite too hard. It's just enough there to know that you got a good balanced beer. Like I said, I wouldn't think this is 10% at all.
Yeah. Dangerously
They make
crushable.
awesome, yeah, they make awesome beers. That is for sure. So now we're stepping up to the big boy last. So I'll read this description on the can because I don't have a description for it. So it says, deep in our barrel room, out of light's reach, our legendary Narwhal Imperial Stout rests in bourbon barrels for nearly a year. After aging, it emerges anew with rich notes of oak, vanilla, and coconut layered onto the stout's malt flavors of dark chocolate and espresso. Enjoy this beast of a beer. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
So this has, I think it was a beer advocate score of like 96. So it's like considered a world-class beer.
Nice.
Do you believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, that's not down here. Reading the wrong description here. 11.9% ABV. So it's definitely a big one. IBUs are 55. They use 2-row caramelized malts, chocolate, Carifa 3.
Sure.
What's that? Have you heard of that one? No. Just making up their own malts as they go.
Why not?
Sounds
They do it with hops every year.
sounds like something Harry Potter. Honey and roasted barley. Their hops are Challenger and Magnum.
Okay.
Yep. Well, no, in Sierra Nevada, they have their own grain field. They grow their own crops and hops, so they can make up their own
That's true.
breeds now.
Yeah, no kidding. It's a potential.
Potential for
Ooh, it's nice and chocolatey.
Yep. This is one of the ones you almost want to warm up a little first.
Exactly. Yep. That's very true. Holding its head nicely,
Yeah.
especially on a small pour, it's hard to do.
Yeah. It's an intense looking beer. It just looks aggressive.
But it doesn't, it's smooth.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's because I've been hitting the 8 and the 10.
Because it's been a 10% tasting.
Yeah, but this is actually surprisingly smooth. It doesn't have a lot of that sort of like umami, like soy saucy flavor that Imperials can get. It's creamy. It's kind of like pillowy, like that one. It's got that thick.
Yeah, it's not like some of these microbreweries do. They're super thick, super viscousy.
Yeah.
Really hard to just. They just cover.
Cloying.
They cloying. They take over the entire palate.
Yeah.
This one is
You get
it's done
coffee,
right.
you get roast,
Coffee, chocolate,
coconut,
both
chocolate.
cacao.
Yeah.
Both a little bit of the bittering, not too bad, but and a little bit of kind of milk chocolatiness.
Yeah. Pick up vanilla from the barrel.
And the barrel's not too strong either.
No,
It's
exactly.
spot
For
on.
something that's been stored for a year,
Is it a year?
Yeah.
Barrel age? Yeah. Okay.
that's a long time.
That's
but
for a beer, yeah.
but it's fabulous. I can see why it's got the 96.
There you go. All right. Zach, if you had to pick one out of the 4, which one would you pick?
That is tough. I probably have to go with the triple.
Yeah.
I really, really like Tombstone's beers.
Yeah.
And this is a very close second.
And then I assume the pills and then the funky tiki.
Yeah.
Matt, 1 out of the 4.
1 out of the 4. So I
Your
either do the
favorite.
Italian pills or the Narwhal. And it's relative on time of day, time of season. But during the day, I'll start with Italian pils. I'll finish after dinner. I'll have a narwhal.
They
Yeah.
don't sleep for a very
They're
long
equally
time.
as good for their styles.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
that's fabulous.
Those some good beers, huh?
Absolutely.
Good tasting. So that's going to wrap it up, guys. Thanks for watching. If you're interested in making beers like these or creating your own batch or checking out 120 different beers you can brew, some awesome clones, head over to MrBeer.com and get yourself a beer making kit. We have an exclusive offer for listeners of this channel where you can get 20% off your order. Of any of our 2-gallon beer making kits, all you have to do is create an account and use the coupon code MrBeer-TV. That's MRBEER-TV. We'll pop it up somewhere on the screen up here for you guys to see. Thank you, Zach. And just make sure if you create an account and use the code or else the coupon won't work. All of the notes about the coupon are in the description of this video. We hope you guys enjoyed the video and make sure to follow us on all social media platforms, just searching at Mr. Beer. And we'll talk to you guys next time. Cheers.
Cheers.